Welcome to 3D Comparison. I want to showcase CATIA 3D Experience advantage at processing a mesh towards a solid model. So this will be the case study. I'm just going to quickly show the model. We see this is the reference image, this is the output, and this was actually created as a mesh defined by 10 million triangles. So this is really dense. And the main change that I want to do is over here on the bottom, I want to have this perfectly flat. So within CATIA, we can easily process this. So I'm just going to go ahead and I will showcase one of the interesting feature. So if you see over here, this is the mesh, the one on the left. If I'm going to zoom in, we're going to see that it will remain mesh like this. But what is really impressive at CATIA 3D Experience is the fact that it will also process large meshes. If I'm just going to go over here within the visual modes and I will swap this to wireframe, we're going to see that for the resulting automatic surface, which is this one, we're going to have this defined by wireframe. The same for the solid body, but at the same time, this is also wireframe. But since the mesh is so dense, if I'm going to slowly zoom in, we're going to see over here that the mesh will start to appear. So as you can see over here, I'm slowly zooming towards the eye of the wolf, and we're going to see that mesh. So again, it's really incredible that CATIA 3D Experience can output this in real time. And initially, you're just going to think that that is set to visual as a mesh, but actually this is a mesh that is really complex. So again, this will be defined by 10 million faces. Now, we see over here that this was easily converted towards the surface and then towards the solid body. If I'm going to go over here within the review section, we can also see the main difference. If I'm going to go within the Y and Z plane, we have the mesh, which within section will look like this. So it's not fully filled on the interior. This is the surface. So this was generated using automatic surface based on the following input. We can also do a deviation analysis, but we see that it closely matches the reference over here. And this will be the solid body. So most importantly, over here within the solid body, I can go ahead and I can easily do some changes. As you can see over here, I added a pocket. If I'm gonna extend this pocket, we're gonna see that I have a sketch over here. And this sketch actually controls what I want to cut from this. If I want to, I can just further increase this. Currently, this is set to the snapping, to the grid, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. And now if I'm going to leave this sketch, we're going to see that the part will be updated and the output will be as following. So it's currently not being processed. But if I'm going to go over here and I will go within the pocket definition, we're going to see over here that this will be the output. So if I'm just going to hit OK, we're now going to have that over here added. I also need to define this within the work object, and we have that cut. If the cut is on a distance that is way higher than intended, we can easily change this value. Let's say, for example, I only want this to be 50, and then I can also decide to reposition this. Now, if I'm going to leave the sketch, we're going to have that updated. As you can see, we still have a bottom section. So in this case, it would be highly recommended to make this value larger. So with 100, we should no longer have that bottom section. And we see how easily we can convert a really complex model, in this case created using generative AI, Hyper 3D Rodin, and we can have that converted within a CAD model. So this is the main advantage of CATIA 3D Experience. We can also do additional workflows within CATIA V5, but over here within CATIA 3D Experience, we do have some improved tools, especially for working with large meshes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're going to find an additional playlist regarding 3D Experience over here on the left. And if you enjoy this kind of content, you can go to subscribe. You're going to find the button on the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.